My husband told me that getting frozen was a bad idea. We'll see what he thinks in 500 years. Wake me when the world is peaceful.
Great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandma! I'm glad you've woken up. We need your help.
Put me back in the chamber?
Okay.
Hello and welcome to another episode of 300 Seconds of Science. My name is Sydney Carlile. Have you ever imagined living forever? What lengths would you go to and what chances would you take to have the possibility to come back to life? Early in the 1960s, scientists advanced the concept of freezing humans right after death. They froze people with the hope that they could one day revive them and cure the illnesses that killed them. On January 12, 1967, James Bedford was the first person to become cryopreserved. A small team of doctors froze him right after death. A few days later, the team placed the body into an insulated container filled with dry ice. Bedford was then immersed in liquid nitrogen. Bedford's body is still being cryopreserved at the Alcor Life Extension Foundation. Cryopreservation is the process by which any living cells, tissue, organs, or entire bodies are protected from decay by storing them at extremely low temperatures. The idea is to preserve them for an indefinite time until science catches up and can revive them. This technology has yet to come into existence. When a person has been declared legally dead, the Cryonic Preservation Company attempts to keep the blood pumping around their body. The body is packed in ice and injected with a multitude of chemicals in an attempt to reduce blood clotting and damage to the brain. The blood is then removed and replaced with organ preservation solution. The body's blood vessels are injected with a cryoprotectant solution to try to stop the formation of ice crystals in organs and tissues. Then the corpse is cooled to negative 130 degrees Celsius. The final step is to place the body into a container and lower it into a tank of liquid nitrogen, kept at negative 196 degrees Celsius. There are some major issues with cryonics. If a person is cooled below 5 degrees Celsius, the water inside their cells freezes and creates ice crystals. Ice is less dense than liquid water, so it takes up more space. This leads the crystals to punch through the cell membranes, causing severe damage. Vitrification is a process that cryonic preservation facilities attempt to overcome this issue. This replaces some of the body's water with cryoprotectant agents to help reduce the formation of these crystals. Currently, we can only successfully vitrify small things, such as insects. To successfully cryopreserve organs, each would need to be kept differently. Even if the entire body is successfully cryopreserved, there is still the issue of bringing the body back to life. Cooling a body to negative 196 degrees Celsius makes it incredibly brittle. The brain is extremely sensitive to heating and cooling. Science currently does not know enough about the brain to properly repair it if it was damaged by cryopreservation. Neuroscientist Dr. Martin Ingvar from the Karolinska Institute in Stockholm said, "The subtle properties of the brain network are uneven. Some of these connections are crucial, whereas others could be lost, but we do not know which ones." Dr. Ingvar still believes that a person's identity could still be retained in the future. That is if scientists worked out how to overcome the destructive effects of cryopreservation. As of now, the practical use of cryonics is more science fiction than science fact. It looks like this is all the time we have on 300 Seconds of Science. Would you be willing to be cryopreserved even without the guarantee of being revived? Leave a comment or send us a tweet. Also, don't forget to subscribe to 300 Seconds of Science on YouTube, follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and give us a heart on Instagram. I'm Sydney Carlile, and this was 300 Seconds of Science. So go out, enjoy life, and stay curious.
This program was produced by ZTV at the University of Akron. To find out how you can make Emmy-winning media, visit the UA School of Communication online. ZTV. Make media. Make a difference.